Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's a big weekend around here. Let's get right out to Sports Director Chris Clark with a preview of all the festivities there. Chris, a lot of fun.
Oh, man, we got a ton of stuff going on out here. You hear that noise? That's the noise of excitement. That's the thunder of passion. That's NASCAR at its best. We got Truck Series practice going on right now, and earlier today, we celebrated the return of one of NASCAR's best personalities and drivers. That's right, Kyle Busch. Talked with the media today. He was back in his familiar lime green fire suit, going to be driving around that M&M's Toyota Camry, coming up here for the Sprint Showdown a little bit later on tonight. He's also going to be a new dad here in a couple of days. The two things are kind of conflicting just a little bit, so he had a little piece of advice for his very pregnant wife tonight.
Left the house, you know, I told her to make sure she did everything the best she could to keep her legs crossed today and tomorrow, and that you know, we keep baby Busch inside for at least 48 more hours.
I'm pretty sure Kyle's sleeping in the doghouse after that comment, especially. Also, guys, driving some new cars here, David Reagan. He started the season with Front Row Motorsports. He actually filled in for Kyle Busch after Kyle hurt himself down in Daytona. This week, he's back in the Michael Waltrip number 55, Aaron's Dream Machine. Not so much about winning, although he would like to win and get into the Sprint All-Star race. It's more about down the road. He's got to figure this car out.
This is such an important session for us to have another opportunity to work with Billy Scott and our engineers and everyone. So, yeah, I was happy right off the truck. We chased the racetrack a little bit as it warmed up some, but luckily we got a good enough car where we can race with it.
Also running out here, Chase Elliott. He is not full-time Sprint Cup just yet. He's trying to race his way into the All-Star event. Hopefully getting more experience along the way. Here's what Chase had to say about running tonight.
The car was okay. I think a lot of just kind of me trying to fill these cars out. This place is a little different, these cars, than what it is in the Xfinity side. So just trying to find a feel there, and hopefully we'll get a little better in qualifying and race well.
Stick around. More coming up in sports at 6. We're going to hear from Joey Logano, more from Kyle Busch, as well as Eric Jones, having way too much fun out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm Chris Clark. Back to you.
Chris, thanks. Coming up next, it's a battle
with more heat and humidity. So grab the sunscreen, bring plenty of water, sunglasses, and a good hat, and find that shade tree if you're heading out here.
Oh, hey, got me eating dinner here. We're talking racing and food. We'll hear from Kyle Busch coming up in just a little bit.
Well, it's been a wild week of sports here in Charlotte, and it continues this weekend.
Yeah, the man giving us all the play-by-play is Chris Clark, live out at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. He just finished up his cheeseburger that's a double with the bacon, with the jalapeno, topped off with the chili. Chris, I'm sure you're well fed for the night. For the week, maybe.
I just ordered another one, actually. It should be here in about 10, 15 minutes here. Hopefully, might be by the end of the sportscast. I put a rush on it. But hey, you talk about excitement out here. Oh, we got racing tonight and tomorrow, and the most exciting thing, Kyle Busch. That's right. Kyle Busch is back. Everybody thought he was going to sit out most of the year, but no. He suited up in his lime green fire seat, jumped in the car today, and started doing some laps around the track. Said he was kind of feeling a little odd, a little uncomfortable at first, but it all quickly came back to him. Here's Kyle Busch from earlier.
Taking another hard hit, sure. You know, that definitely is in the back of your mind. That's something that we live with each and every day, even before I got hurt. You know, how hard of a lick can I take and still walk away? But I think we found that out finally.
And one of the other guys, a favorite out here, Joey Logano, this year's Daytona 500 winner, one of the odds-on favorites to hopefully take the checkered flag here, come the All-Star race as well, the 600. We asked him if there's a possibility of maybe because of his relationship with Roger Penske and being so into the Indy 500, if Joey would ever do that Indy Charlotte Coca-Cola 600 double.
For me, I've got my hands full trying to win the Coca-Cola 600. I've yet to win one race, so it wouldn't really make sense for me to try to win two. So, you know, for me, NASCAR is my focus.
And tonight they've got the Truck Series. The odds-on favorite to win that one, Eric Jones. Came up a little bit short last week in Kansas when he ran out of gas with about 10 laps to go. He's chasing Matt Crafton, who is the points leader right now in that series. But Eric, up and coming, says he likes the track. There's just a little bit of a problem with the bumps out here.
I don't know if it's 100% where it needs to be, but that's been the big struggle for us. It's been the bumps and trying to figure out how to get over those things. So it's really challenging, especially in the sun. Qualifying is going to be interesting.
That's it from the Speedway. My lunch Faux dinner has come. I've got burger number 2. I'm going to be busy for the next half hour, but Russ has got more from the golf course. Russ!
Prime scoring conditions once again on day 2 at Quail Hollow. Plenty of guys taking advantage with some extremely low numbers once again. One of those guys, a guy that should play here pretty well, right? Webb Simpson, the Quail Hollow member, with his second straight 65 thanks to shots like this one on 9. The chip in for birdie on the par 4. Got him to 6 under at that time. He had 4 more birds on the back 9, 2 straight 65, tied for the lead at 10 under par. Others finishing up earlier in the day. The world number 1, Rory McIlroy, who said he wanted to clean up his mistakes from round 1. He did so today with a 5 under 67, got him to 7 under overall, and that's currently just 3 back of the lead.
Yeah, it would be nice to go out there and, the way I hit it today, I felt like I could have shot 63 or 64, but realizing that 67 is still a good score, and it puts me in a great position going into the weekend.
As for the leaders after the early tee times today, a lot of smaller name guys on the top of that leaderboard, including Martin Flores, who finished in the top 5 a year ago in this tournament. Patrick Rogers as well. This guy had not even seen the course before this week. Both at 8 under for the tournament and pretty happy about their rounds afterwards, just 2 behind the leaders.
There's been certain parts of my game that have been missing each and every week. So I've been just kind of trying to be patient on when they're going to kind of come together.
I've been fortunate to play on a lot of sponsors exemptions, but every time I tee it up, it's usually my first time seeing the golf course out here on the tour, so I'm used to that.
Phil Mickelson also just 3 behind the lead, so this is shaping up to be a heck of a weekend finish here at Quail Hollow. Reporting from the Wells Fargo Championship, I'm Russ Owens. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks, Russ. Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, for better or for worse.